Mr. Carmen, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Wiggins, Mr. Thomas, classmates, parents, friends, esteemed faculty, Conrad Salloway, and Betsy Bowman. It has been a year to remember. It has been a high school experience to never forget. Congratulations to the sectional champion girls soccer team. Congratulations to the sectional champion varsity golf team. And finally, congratulations to the class of 2013. Many of you may not know who David Coleman is, but he has played an exceedingly important role in all of our lives. He is the president of the College Board, and ever since receiving my love letter written into the FRQ section of my first AP Calculus exam, he has been my best friend. Earlier today, he shyly approached me, cheeks pink with nervous excitement, and took my hands in his. He confessed to me his greatest secret. He had been keeping a watchful eye over us as our attendance keeper, Mr. Albring. He bequeathed unto me this envelope, and with it, a green pass, as he had made me late for the ceremony. Disclosure. This packet contains scores for the Manly's Pebble Hill class of 2013 for all courses that apply toward life credit. The way getting a 5 on AP Calculus may exempt one from a college class, these scores exempt students from awkward social experiences in the real world based on character or past mistakes. Let's see how we did. AP Faculty-Student Interaction. 5. This is the only school where you can go into your chemistry teacher's class, serenade him with the song I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, hug him, and then leave because it is not your class. This is the only school where students high-five their headmaster and say, "What's going on?" This is the only school where you can text teachers on the weekend to grab lunch. And this is the only school where teachers sport high-top dunks with the name Stegme embossed on the side. AP Punctuality. 3. 15% of this class appears to believe school begins at an enigmatic time between breakfast and 9 o'clock. And 20% believe that first block is an optional attendance period. AP Relationships. Boys, this class is full of girls you want your mother to meet. Girls, try to find different boys. What is both special and hilarious about this school is that because it is so small, when a match is made, everyone encourages it to such a degree that it still looks like it's going on 3 months after the couple have broken up. But there are people sitting on these risers that walk through those hallways and that are standing at this very podium that have gotten a taste of love as a student here. And I would personally like to thank MPH for that. AP Humility. 4. Our class was on the verge of a 5 due to outstanding modesty, but one student, Zain Nizam, seemed to have been absent from every single class. AP Camaraderie. 5. Prior to this year, this class, although still amazing in so many rights, was not as tightly bonded as it is today. But something changed on that very first day of senior year. There was some sense of magic that we were finally seniors that brought us together. What was then my class, or your class, or his or her class, is now our class. AP Lunch. 1. I could say we eat like pigs, but it'd be against my religion. It seems like we've racked up a pretty decent amount of credit here. Congratulations on your wonderful scores, class of 2013. The class of 2013 is a group of highly diverse, brilliantly talented, and at least one exceedingly redundant individual. Our range of goals is boundless, from creating the great modern works of art like Chloe Gingold and Aaron Hicks, fighting the social injustice like Zach Mitchell and Osman Syed, to inventing the newest modern dance craze that will undoubtedly sweep the nation, like Po-Hung Bobchet. We are each driven by our personal passions, our innate abilities, and our love. It is these inherent motives, coupled with the creative and nurturing aura MPH provides, that allows us to be seen as a single, intellectually unified mass with the ability to materialize our personal visions and continuously innovate. John Maynard Keynes said, "In the long run, we're all dead." This may seem a somber statement to relay on this celebrated occasion, but this quote also properly exemplifies the vigor that MPH has taught our class to live with. Humans are quick to forget the limited nature of our time on Earth, and often restrain passion in favor of perceived security. So study the craft that speaks to your soul, proliferate your art, and believe that whatever you invest your time and effort into will lead you to personal riches, happiness, and tranquility. Barry Guerin said, "True education is like lightning. If you conduct it properly, there is an instantaneous shock." Some of us have already experienced this shock. If you look closely at Matt Engel, he's fondling a petri dish that's cultivating a new weight loss-inducing gorgonzola cheese that is simply to die for. Now, as I stand before you today, on the same field, under the same tent, and in the very same spot where both my sister and brother stood to deliver speeches to their graduating classes, I can't help but think that in the same way I strive to differentiate myself from my older siblings, each graduating class attempts to differentiate itself from those before. Each of my siblings is an individual. We were raised differently, excelled in different fields, and had different weaknesses. But when it came time to entrust someone with critiquing this very commencement speech, it was my brother and sister that I first turned to. Although our personalities are distinct, and although I often feel eclipsed by my sister's overbearing 5-foot shadow, my siblings have strongly influenced me in the same way that each preceding graduating class has influenced the class of 2013. This is true Manlius Pebble Hill tradition. We as a class, and as a family, have strived these last 4 years to establish ourselves as the most creative, diverse, and unified graduating class that our venerated school has ever seen. And it is only when you attempt to surpass a group of people that you realize the height of their accomplishments. And in the presence of the infinite awards, medals, certificates, compliments, and positive sentiments that the past graduating classes of our school have deservedly amassed, we are humbled. But it is tradition that keeps our heads high, and it is Manlius Pebble Hill tradition that has bound our class so strongly to take the coming challenges head on. Recently, there has been a student-led petition to change our school mascot to the Phoenix. I do not think that this could come at a more appropriate time. Although we are leaving now and will never wear the MPH Phoenix name in any game, it means a lot in retrospect. The Phoenix is the bird that rises from ashes, that is born again from itself. 2 years ago, we were devastated by the loss of our beloved headmaster, Baxter Ball. It was his vision 20-some years ago that shaped MPH into the place we all love today. And in the wake of his legacy, Manlius Pebble Hill has shown that it can rise from the ashes. It takes time to restore full order to an institution that loses their visionary. And MPH has put in their time and found not a replacement, but a new vision and a new visionary in our head of school, Mr. Scott Wiggins. And now, it is with passion and true care that I ask you to rise as Phoenixes, class of 2013. Your capabilities and potential are overwhelming, so let's stick it to the world, one step at a time. And please, please, come back and visit MPH to see and contribute to the even more wonderful place it shall become. And lastly, keep constant gratitude for those who made this experience possible for you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you to my family, and thank you to the faculty of this fine establishment.
And now, under the direction of Anne-Marie Gregory, the MPH Senior Choir will present a piece entitled Yellow, arranged by Aaron Hicks, who will also be accompanying the choir on guitar.